action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Miami Heat. The Heat begin the game with the basketball. To Butler. From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipper.
Curling inside. And he scores. Jay, he may have taken a big step that time, but they'll count the bucket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Walker with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Miami's got it. To Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Tatum grabs the board. Into the front court, it's Walker. Leads a bucket. Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Green. Butler. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. To Butler. Screen coming. The drive right to the...
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Shot clock winding down to Green. 24-second violation. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Layup goes down. Well done.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Butler for two. It's Tatum with the rebound. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Celtics way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Walker into the front court. The lead is 12. To Cantor. Walker. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Walker. Curling inside. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
To Green. Here comes the screen. Green. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. From the outside, no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. The lead is 15. Here comes the screen. Kemba Walker. Green always looking for the steal. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Kelly Oubre. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Missed a wide open look.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're gonna lower the chances of them making that shot.
He'd have the basketball. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. To Walker. Finish that. Deep two there, won't go. Terrence Ross matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Count the basket at the rim.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Celtics entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The Heat did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Walker with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. And throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
It goes down.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. They'll go to Butler, down low. And his Cantor sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Butler. From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
To Butler. Jason Tatum. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Powell. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Kelly Oubre. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Powell, great pass to set it up. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Kelly Oubre. Nice pass to set things up. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tatum grabs the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Here comes the screen. Great feed, sets it up. Jason Tatum rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Kelly Oubre. Ah, can't miss those. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Heat with the possession. Jason Tatum pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Straight on three, at the buzzer. That's the end of the period. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
With the interception, great defensive play.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Shot, bro.
Eight seconds. It's going the other way. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Screen coming. Watch out.
Gets it in the right corner. To Butler.
Watch that cut.
Has a look. Almost, but no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Butler into the front court. His guys down big. Great feed. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Butler. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Rises for the slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. No good and no foul. Another follow, stays out. To the rim, lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Butler. Oh, he had him there for a second. Shot from the lane, won't go. Pass stolen by Miami. And Jimmy Butler, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from. To throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics put on a show in a blowout. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second-effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Heat seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Cold.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the games that remain. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.